Tonight, we begin with new developments in the death investigation of a 12-year-old girl in Enfield. Police have now arrested the girl's stepfather and charged him with sexual assault. Good evening, and thank you so much for watching the Fox 61 News at 6. I'm Annette Montgomery. Right now, he is not charged with her death, but Fox 61's Jamel Johnson explains how police connected him to the case.
The arrest warrant for Anthony Federline has disturbing details when it comes to the death of his stepdaughter. Investigators say they found possible DNA samples from Federline on the girl's body. Police were called to this home on Elm Street on March 18th. They said the girl's mother found her lying on the floor in her bedroom. The arrest warrant describes other details about the scene that we are not reporting because they could be too disturbing. Investigators took DNA samples from the girl and her family. Police Chief Alaric Fox says they found a possible match between Federline's sample and the DNA they found on the girl. Federline was arrested Thursday night.
Generally, that the work that's done in a sexual assault kit, and certainly the forensic analysis that's done by the folks at the forensic science lab, the toxicology lab, are of the highest integrity, and we do rely to a significant degree on the information that was provided by them.
Federline was a bus driver for Enfield Public Schools. He was employed by Smith Bus Company. In a statement, the company says it terminated Federline's employment immediately after he was arrested. The company also wrote it vetted Federline before it hired him, and he had no prior criminal history. It is important to note that Federline is not charged in connection with the girl's death. Right now, he's being charged with sexual assault and risk of injury to a minor. The chief medical examiner's office is still investigating how the girl died, and Federline is being held on $1 million bond. In Enfield, Jamel Johnson, Fox 61.
Thank you so much, Jamel. Well, right now we have a breaking update to a story we first told you about yesterday. A former substitute teacher has been arrested in a second town after he's accused of inappropriately touching elementary school students. Jack Gill was arrested by Hamden police on March 27th and charged with multiple counts of sexual assault and risk of injury to a child. He was released on bond and then arrested again yesterday by Branford police on similar charges. Branford Public School says he only worked one day in the district back in January, and after reports of inappropriate conduct, he was banned from working in the district. Right now, switching gears to weather, we are heading into Easter weekend with some warmer weather, but let's check if those Easter egg hunts this Sunday should be moved inside. Meteorologist Sam Sampiri joins us now. Sam, let's talk about the chance for showers this weekend.
That's right, Annette. It will come on Easter Sunday, and maybe all the Easter egg hunts could be outside tomorrow, because tomorrow is the pick of the weekend with nice, mild conditions, similar to this afternoon. We're 62 now in downtown Hartford at the 6 o'clock hour. You can see the traffic there in 84, usual clogged up here in downtown, but that'll start to lighten up in the next hour or so. Meanwhile, temperatures about where they reached the highs during the last couple of hours, warmer inland, all due to that onshore sea breeze, averaging 10 to 15 miles per hour. There is a front off to the west. These showers, and they have intensified in a couple of thunderstorm cells, moving in our direction, but a lot of it will miss us and die out at the same time. So overnight becoming partly cloudy, tomorrow mild and pleasant, and really tomorrow afternoon is going to be a nice mild day, even though clouds may increase, and there could be the slightest chance of an isolated shower. But for the most part, expect a pretty nice Saturday. Coming up, I will detail that Sunday forecast. I'll talk about when the rain starts, when it comes to an end, and what you can expect into next week. Annette?
Thank you so much, Sam. Well, now to a major development in the U.S.-Israeli war with Iran. A U.S. fighter jet was shot down over the skies of Iran, with one of the two crew members rescued from hostile territory. Brian Abel has the latest on the White House now issuing new threats.
Behind enemy lines, 2 U.S. crew members in a fighter jet confirmed to have been shot down from the skies over Iran. Iranian state media releasing images of debris and an ejection seat believed to be from their F-15E. U.S. officials confirming the jet's downing and the launch of a search and rescue mission, part of it consistent with video seen here posted to social media showing 2 helicopters refueling. One of the crew confirmed to be recovered alive, though their condition is unclear.
They will have beacons on them, the equivalent of beacons that allows for there to be communication between the rescue forces as well as the individual pilot and the other aircrew member, the weapons systems officer. And those 2 individuals may be in totally separate locations.
Iranians offering rewards to any citizen who, quote, capture and hand over a pilot or pilots of the enemy alive. The F-15E jet flown, capable of anti-missile defense with flares and chaffs, are stationed at multiple bases in the region. Today's developments, a dramatic and sobering moment in the conflict after the Pentagon and the president, briefed on today's shoot-down, have touted air superiority for pilots for weeks.
They're not even being shot at because their equipment's been totally decimated. They have nothing to shoot.
Sources say intel shows Iran maintains 50% of its missile attack launchers and one-way drones. The president today issuing new threats to Iran, saying bridges next, then electric power plants. New regime leadership knows what has to be done. In Washington, Brian Abel, Fox 61.
In sports news, after 54 straight wins, UConn women's team is just one win away from a return to the national championship game. But the one team standing in the Huskies' way has revenge on its mind. Fox 61's Sean Humphrey has more from the Final Four in Phoenix.
UConn and South Carolina, the standard in women's college basketball, especially over the past 15 years. Since 2017 alone, both teams are responsible for a total of 4 national championships. And the best part about it is these two teams have played each other twice in the big game. In 2022, it was South Carolina who had the edge over UConn. 64-49 was the final score there. And then Paige Beckers gets her revenge last year in 2025. 82-59, a big win for UConn, and the Final Four most outstanding player that go round was Azzi Fudd. And she's on the court today when UConn and South Carolina face off again. Maybe it's for bragging rights, but it certainly is for a chance to go to the national championship game and for the Huskies to have a chance to bring a second consecutive national title, a baker's dozen, number 13, back home to Stores. And the matchup might be a tight one. Rebecca Lobo, who better to ask than her? She brought home the first national title to Stores, and I talked with her about the matchup and what she expects will be a challenge for the Huskies.
I think when you look at the starting groups for both teams, South Carolina has so much size on the inside, and that could be an area that could pose some problems for Connecticut. They have size, they have depth with their size. And but UConn's superpower this year has been when they've gone to the bench, especially in the tournament, the way Blanca's been playing. When they go small, does South Carolina adjust and go small, or do they try to stay big?
2 storied programs, 2 #1 seeds, 2 basketball Hall of Fame coaches, and just 4 teams remaining to figure out who will vie for the national championship on Sunday here in Phoenix. From Mortgage Matchup Center, Sean Humphrey, Fox 61 Sports.
Thank you, Sean. And around this time tomorrow, the 2-seeded UConn men will face the 3-seed Illinois in the first of 2 national semifinal games. Now UConn is on track to bring back its 7th program NCAA title and 3rd in 4 years. Now that would be historic in and out of itself, but one Husky could potentially get his 3rd title ring, a feat that has not been seen since the 1970s. Fox 61's Alexa Harley joins us live now from Indianapolis, where the Final Four will be played. Alexa, Alex Caravan could go down in history this weekend if he and the team bring back another title.
Yeah, Alex Caravan is kind of an enigma in college basketball these days because he has spent his entire collegiate career at the same institution and won 2 national titles in the process and is on track to win a 3rd this weekend. Now that would be absolutely historic, and he has made a lot of history, but only 8 players in NCAA history have actually won 3 NCAA titles in their tenure, and that dates all the way back to the UCLA Bruins dynasty back in the 60s and 70s. But that would be historic if Alex Caravan does that this weekend, and he is absolutely beloved by not only the UConn fans, of course, Coach Hurley, but by his teammates. They absolutely love his leadership, the knowledge that he has both on and off the court, but they also don't shy away from kind of poking fun of the elder on the roster. And today, senior Terrace Reed Jr. made sure to let the media know that he's ready for Caravan to kind of move on.
Yeah, he's like everybody knows that old dog that just won't die. You know, like I know my auntie had an old dog. He lived for a while. He just wouldn't die. You know, he just stay around. It'll be hard to kill him. So I feel like that's AK right now. He's been like a vet, a legend in college basketball.
A what?
Old dog.
Oh, wow. it's an interesting way to put it, but I mean, yeah, I don't want this to end. I want to keep going. I want to keep fighting and really keep wearing that Connecticut jersey across my chest. So, yeah, I guess if the old dog wants to keep living for its treats, then if my treat's a win, then yeah, I'll keep fighting for it.
Here in the front row, I might have a question for you.
Terry, we said this past okay, how do you feel about being the vet of the team? This is your third time in 4 years. How do you feel like that energy, that experience carries on throughout the whole team?
Yeah, it's great. It's great to carry on throughout the locker room, really be known as an old dog in the locker room. Really carry through the entire team.
You think you wouldn't hear that?
Yeah, I mean, an old dog. Why an old dog?
Because it's hard to put an old dog down, man.
Next question.
Yeah, those moments really are kind of the best part of these media days, seeing Solo Ball, Demery Jr., and Terrace Reed all crash Alex Karaban's press conference to really drill home that Terrace Reed thinks that he's an old dog that just won't die. But I know it's been all fun and games here for the players today, but they do have a very big task ahead of them. They had their final open practice today, getting in some final reps and shots. They're going to face number 3, Illinois, right here at Lucas Oil Stadium tomorrow at 6:09 p.m. The winner will be headed to the NCAA title game, which will be held on Monday. And I will have coverage for you with the results from Saturday's semifinal game right here on Fox 61 at 10 and 11 o'clock, so make sure you stay with us. Live inside Lucas Oil Stadium, Alexa Harley, Fox 61 Sports.